And welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk Footy podcast. Yours truly, Samson.
Yeah, it's Manny.
And it's Dag. You know what? I'm starting to think that it's just bad luck, bro. Ever since I started coming on this shit, we just started getting whooped, man.
Yeah, bro. Damn. Let's not. We'll talk about that later, bro. No, God, we'll talk about that later. But anyways, let's get into the most recent game that happened today, boys. Arsenal United. Go ahead, flex it real quick, man. Come on now. How do you feel, bro?
I feel great. I woke up this morning, 6 a.m. I was preparing for the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I woke yesterday I was stressing because I saw Partey was out. I was like, fuck, we can't go to United with Havertz, a white midfield, Havertz, and Rice. I was like, we might actually get schooled here because in the preseason game, yeah, that midfield wasn't clunky. Mm. But I was like, I woke up 6 a.m. this morning and I felt this positive vibe, you know. I was like, we're winning this. And then I looked at the lineup. It's what I expected. Partey out. I expected everyone to play. And we smashed them. I'll say we deserved to win. Probably 3-1 wasn't the best outcome of the game, but we deserved the win.
Yeah.
Because United were below average.
That Rashford goal, I believe, was kind of lucky.
Yeah.
That was just a lucky goal. That's why Odegaard was able to get capitalized so quickly.
Let's not say lucky, because I mean he had to work for that shit.
But I'm saying that United. We did not think United was going to score within 5 minutes beforehand.
It was against the run of play, yeah, all that rah bullshit. But at the end of the day, bro, that's football, and that is fucking football. And what you want from your team, you go 1-0 down, is you want an instant fucking response. That's what them boys gave. You know,
very true.
At the end of the day, you play till the final whistle, and that's what Man United learned today.
Yeah.
It's straight like that.
Literally, Arsenal came back in the 90th minute.
You play till the final whistle, man. You know what it is? Hats off to Edu and hats off to Arteta for doing what they needed to do this fucking summer. I don't want to say they knew that it was going to be the time was going to be extended, they were going to follow the World Cup format and give them this extra ass time. But they knew that depth was an issue. They knew that they had to get players in. Injuries were going to happen. All this bullshit was going to happen. You had to get players in so that you don't have excuses, and that's what shows.
So we still had Smith Rowe and Trossard on the bench.
And exactly. Not only that, but when you look on the other side of the coin, when you look at Man United's team, Johnny Evans is playing, Maguire is playing, Lindelof is playing. And Lindelof had a pretty decent game too, so I don't know. But Eriksen is playing. You get what I'm saying?
There's a lot of rubbish players. A lot of rubbish.
There's so many players on that team.
Especially in a big match like Arsenal.
Bro, there's so many players on that team that shouldn't be playing.
I don't know what Ten Hag is doing though, because I feel like he's definitely getting the hate from the United side. You're not working this because their season's been terrible. You know what I mean?
Listen, me personally, fuck them. You know, if Man United is doing bad, that's great for my household. Right?
Yeah.
So me personally, I could care less. I hate these motherfuckers too, right? But you gotta call a spade a spade.
100%. That's why I'm not hating. I can't hate.
You gotta call a win a win, bro. Them niggas walked. They were at home, so I mean, they walked into their own crib and they held it down, bro. They held it down.
Yeah. I have to big up Declan Rice though. He buzzed Casemiro in this game, and I think
that 100 mil was worth it, huh?
It's starting to be worth it. It's better than Caicedo. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's shown his worth. He had a wonderful game today, and I was really happy he scored at that, especially that moment. You know, last minute he scored and perfect game.
Yeah, for sure. Getting into some other matches in the
real quick, before we go on to the next one. Quick warning to Arsenal: that goal shows you what I fucking told you on that other podcast.
What?
I told you when y'all went against Nottingham Forest, the reason that they scored against y'all was because y'all got too damn cocky and y'all threw too many men forward.
Yeah.
And that Rashford goal was the exact same thing.
Very true. He did have an open lane. He had such an open lane.
There wasn't a single person in that midfield.
100%.
There wasn't a single person wearing red in that midfield. Not a single, because everyone was on the box.
Because an imposter gave it to them.
Okay, none of that. I'm having none of that, bro. I'm telling you, Arteta's getting too cocky, bro. He's getting too cocky.
And the crazy thing is, wins like this will get, I feel like to Arsenal, they'll get to their head.
There's moments in the game where I'll be watching it and I'm like, okay, this is good. He'll have Declan Rice staying back. And then there's moments in the game where Kai Havertz is the deepest man forward, and I'm like,
That's questionable.
Well, why is the opponent not pressing the shit out of them? You get what I'm saying?
Very
so
true.
like, there's moments where I'm like, yo, you keep running with this shit, and then a good team. Menu's a decent team, you know, but I'm saying like a good team that's on a good run of form will catch the black end, right? You catch a Brighton or you catch a
City.
You catch a City, man. Even a Liverpool, bro, and they're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you.
Yeah. You know, going into the other games in the Premier League this week, I want to mention this one: Tottenham, 5-1 win, and they've been going crazy this year. Like,
Man,
you know,
why is it that the fucking London clubs are cooking and then we're over here just, you know,
we gonna talk about it later.
in deep shit, man.
It's deep, though.
Shit.
It's deep, boys. But yeah, bro. I was gonna.
Call a spade, man.
I have to respect. Tottenham and Arsenal. They're doing their thing right now. I can't even haze. And the way Tottenham are winning is like crazy. It's not even like they're not winning like 1 or 2 goals. Like, they're beating teams. Like, bro, they're beating teams.
The manager is really good. He's a technician.
They're second in the Prem, by the way. They're second right now. Obviously, it's like 4 or 5 games in the season, but like still, that's like it's crazy. They just lost their best player and they're second in the Premier League.
But again, if you look at that roster, bro, it's
crazy.
If you look at that roster, apart from their defense, obviously they needed help.
Their midfield and their up top is
they got it
like
switched up a little bit now. They got Mickey in. He was looking a little shaky today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Van de Ven. He was looking a little shaky, but I mean, other than that, they played a pretty goddamn decent game. I mean, when you win 5-1, I can't exactly say that you're looking a little, or 5-2.
Yeah.
I can't say you're looking a little shaky, but you get what I'm saying. Like, going up against better teams, I would like to see that more. You know, just to see how they will perform in that sense. But the play style that they have is something that they'll be able. It's something that they'll be able to replicate against better teams. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's not something that going up against a better team, they're gonna like completely stunt their play style. You get what that's what I'm most excited for as a football fan, watching that manager work. It's like, dude, I mean, since Pochettino, they've needed somebody to just let them, you know,
let them free. And I feel like I wouldn't say Harry Kane was part of the problem, but you definitely have.
He wasn't part of the problem.
He wasn't a part. I never say he's not, but I'm saying when you lose an ego like that, 1 or 2 things could happen. You can either lose it.
Nothing to do with ego.
Not ego, but I'm saying when you lose a player like that, 1 or 2 things can happen, right? I feel like if Harry Kane left, like you said, right now they're all branching out and they're all like being able to play free football, and you're seeing what the result is happening. You know what I'm
saying? It's more the manager than Harry Kane.
Yeah, it's more. Remember what I said, bro. Fuck, I'm so mad that Harry Kane left. I'm so mad that he left because I promise you, had he been there,
they could have won the league. They might have won the league.
How fucking good would they be? Instead of Richarlison, they have Harry Kane.
You know, they can only win 2 trophies this season, and they already lost 1. So
but you know what it is, bro. Again, some people just be getting too cocky, bro. I
hope they keep their head down. Yeah,
it was an ego check. That was an ego check for him.
Yeah,
that was an ego check for him.
Do you think Spurs could potentially be top 4?
Yeah. Playing like this,
yeah.
The problem is,
I think I took my top 4.
Yeah, and they don't.
Yeah, 100%.
They don't have Europe neither, bro. They don't have Europe, so they only got this and FA Cup to worry about, bro.
Yeah, I'll say City, Arsenal, City.
They're a danger. They're a danger to make top 4.
And then Liverpool, Spurs.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. I was gonna say I have 2 matches I want to talk to about Brighton and then Liverpool's match. Brighton and Newcastle. Brighton winning 3-1. Are you surprised?
They cooked them.
Are you surprised?
No.
I'm surprised because
I was kind of surprised.
Newcastle, I thought they would be balling this season with Tonali. I love that guy, but I don't know what's happening to them.
I'm not surprised. The way they performed against Liverpool is the show.
They deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about? They played against a 10-man Liverpool and lost, right? Because they decided they weren't gonna not attack as freely as they wanted to.
They lost at home.
Yeah, they pull up to Brighton, and then what did they do? Almost the exact same thing. They're just not attacking. Like, for some reason, they have the players to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they have the players
exactly.
to push them forward, but they're not really pushing them forward. They're looking to play against the counter. Like, I get it, but like, sometimes you have to open up your game and play. You can't just invite pressure in. And Nick Pope, brother, you're on fraud watch. You're on fraud watch. You're on fraud watch. I don't know what you was doing. You had a great season last season, but it's looking like that front four or the front. Yeah, it wasn't 4. The front 4 that you had in front of you was protecting you, bro. But you're on fraud watch.
He wasn't even called to the England squad.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I mean, he's kind of holding him with that. No way you're taking Sam Johnston and you're not taking. I feel like he's got a vendetta. He's got a vendetta against him.
Yeah. And now I was gonna say too. So like with the Brian win, as I mentioned this last part as well. Brian always has like what's it called? I feel like great beginning of the seasons, right? Are you guys destined to see like another like with Brian, or like do you think it's like?
I think so. I genuinely think so, bro. I mean, we've seen it countless times,
right?
With many different clubs. The more competitions you're in, just the harder it is to get through the season.
Brian's in what,
Just
like
to get through the
championship?
season.
No, Brian's not in the championship.
Europa League.
They're
Europa
in
League. Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
They're in
Yeah,
Europa League. They're in FA Cup. They're in Carabao, and then they're
They
also
play
in
Chelsea
Prem.
fair well, so that'll be good.
Hopefully, oh yeah. I mean, if we lose,
You know what, bro? You know he
if
mentioned
we
it.
lose, I'm actually gonna like.
He
break.
mentioned
I don't
it.
think you understand. I'm a break.
You know what? Bumped a little because Liverpool beat Aston Villa, and that was probably expected. Bump that talk, bro. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the
That
point.
shit wasn't even. That shit.
Let's get to the fucking bro. What is going on, bro? Oh my god, bro. No, us, bro. What is going on? And you know what's crazy? I apologize, Chelsea TV, all Chelsea fans, bro. I jazzed the Loon win. Like I really thought that meant something. Like I'm so dumb, right? Like Loon doesn't have a full field, Like my high school football field is bigger than Loon's freaking stadium, bro. So like I'm so sorry that I thought that was an actual win. That was a fake win. All right, bro. Rest of the season, I was in a Liverpool match. I was a little bit. I felt good on that end, but like, bro, what the hell is going on? All right, bro, like. This is like what, bro? Like, dude, this is the 5th week of ball, bro, and we're like 3 L's in, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, Chelsea.
That's crazy, bro.
I had hope in Chelsea, but they pulled a different.
When you said top 4, I was like, shit, I'll bump us out of the top 4 right now. Like, bro, this is crazy, bro.
Chelsea, they showed me a side of preseason, and they're showing me a different side. Like I haven't. That's what I expected. Because what I saw in preseason, I thought that would replicate.
And it's like, you know what's crazy? We talked about this on our last pod. Daggy was talking about it, and I have a real good solution for Chelsea. We play with like 5, 6 in the back. For what? Not even for what? Nicolas Jackson is the only person up top. Why are we playing one person up top, bro? I say we put Raheem Sterling and Chilwell on the wings. We have a nice.
Not Chilwell.
Not Chilwell. Huh?
Madueke, Palmer,
Someone, an attacker.
So you got Chilwell go back?
Play forward
Yes,
slash.
Because he was playing. He was basically center attacking mid last game.
Bro, Chilwell was playing left wing. He was playing left wing.
Yeah.
They just wasn't giving him the ball.
My fault, bro. My fault. I know, but genuinely, like, I feel like
Hey, he's the vice captain. So.
No, I get what you're saying though because
It's
he's
because-
not attacking. No, I get what you mean. Like,
bro, our formation is
no.
bad,
I
bro.
get what you mean. Like, if you look at the passing sheet, like Chilwell will look like he's playing like a fucking like cam center mid position. I get exactly what you mean, but it's fucking
It's
mind-boggling,
crazy, bro. It's
mind-boggling.
crazy.
Okay, I want y'all to understand, right? This is what watching a Chelsea game is like. Draw up a pitch, right? Now work with me here. A pitch, right? And cut it in half. Well, not in half, but like horizontally. Cut off a third of the pitch. Where the left side is, just cut that out. Now imagine when you're on offense, you can only play on 60% of the field. That's exactly what watching every single Chelsea game is. Because our left side is completely dead. And it's not even because it is. It is because Chilwell simply just cannot do the job. At the end of the day, that's it.
He's not a top guy.
He cannot 1v1 his man. He can't beat his defender. He can't
Push him back. Just push him back.
That's asking too much of him.
Push him back.
He can't even shoot the fucking ball when he's wide open in the box and has nothing else to do but shoot it.
And it's crazy too.
We
Like we have 6 defenders.
We
here.
asked this brother to make a cross. There wasn't a single cross registered from him in that game. The only cross we saw from the left side was when Levi Caldwell booted it across the entire
Chelsea had
field.
0 shot on target still.
Now we had well, no. Was it 0? No way, no. I swear we had like 2.
On target?
Yeah, but no.
No. We had like.
No. I know we had ample shots.
I'm about to go on more.
All of them were above the bar for sure, but I'm sure we had like 1 or 2 on target. No way in hell we didn't get a single one. 2, yeah. I knew I wasn't tweaking. I knew I wasn't tweaking. But look, at the end of the day, there's no more criticism and there's no more like shit that we can say. We've been saying the same shit for about 3-4 weeks now.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fix the
right.
fuck up, Pochettino. Like, fix the fuck up, dog. You don't got much time, brother.
There's no one in the market to get.
I don't care. They'll probably go ahead and put Bruno back. He's still there. He's still there.
What is next week? Is international? Is it international break next week?
Yeah, international break.
Oh,
We're not going to
shit.
play for the next 2 weeks, bro. So you have time to go ahead and go back through your tactics, go back and, you know.
Who's our next match after Nottingham Forest?
You guys,
Yeah.
Bournemouth. We have Bournemouth. I hope we win that
You
The
game.
guys-
17th.
your October
Today's
fixture.
the 3rd. We have 15 days to drill
2
some
weeks, dog.
fucking to drill some fucking mentality.
We have
and some
2 matches
tactics
this
into
year.
these.
The thing is, most of them are gonna go for international break too.
Who?
Our team.
Enzo,
Our team.
Caicedo, Colwell, maybe.
No, our team.
That,
Yeah, he's right. Yeah. He mentions his 4. He just mentioned 4 players.
So this is the thing, right?
What's his name? Nicholas Jackson. Is he on Senegal?
To
Jackson's
be
on
honest, I'm
Senegal.
not even too worried about all that. I'm just worried about.
Chilwell.
I'm not. Yeah, that's fine. Chilwell can leave.
Raheem Sterling, he's not on.
We need Chilwell.
Yeah.
We need Chilwell. Cole Palmer's still there, so give him some time to fucking mend. Romeo Lavia.
Colwell's still
Romeo
there.
Lavia's going, but he's not playing. So he's
How about Colwell? Colwell's playing? Colwell.
Colwell went. Yeah, Colwell's
yeah.
going to England. But either way, it's just for the team anyway.
Yeah.
It's just for Pochettino. Correction, it's not even for the team. Let me be honest. It's for Pochettino. This 2 weeks is Pochettino.
That pressure is heavy, bro.
This is just for Pochettino. It has nothing to do with the team.
Yeah,
The players, I can't even blame the players anymore because he's the one that's fucking consistently playing them there, right? This is the 5th week we're talking about Chilwell playing at left wing. I'm repeating this like for the 3rd time. But anyway, we can't blame players.
And the thing is, I said this on the pod first week, bro. I judge after the first 5 games, and bro, I'm judging, bro, and it
hasn't even been 5 weeks fully, but
it's time to
judge. It's time to judge, bro.
Because you guys have had the easiest fixtures among the big 6.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly, bro.
So there's genuinely no excuse for it. That's the point. Like literally, we've not played one big team except Liverpool. Liverpool's the only big team we played.
Just wait until October, bro. We got like.
I know we have Arsenal. I think we have United,
We got
bro.
6 weeks in a row. We're
City,
straight
Arsenal,
cool.
United, everyone.
It's crazy. I want to go into Champions League fixtures. The groups have been confirmed and all that. I'm looking at.
Look at tickets.
When was the last you guys went? Like 5-6 years ago? How long was it?
What?
Champions League.
Tickets.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm looking at Group A to all the way to Group H. Have you guys taken a look at the groups? Which group do you think is the toughest?
PSG's group.
Oh yeah, PSG.
PSG, Milan.
Barca, Shakhtar.
PSG,
Nah, that's the
Milan.
wrong one, man.
No, that's the wrong one. You know the right one? Group F.
PSG, Milan.
Yeah, Group F.
Newcastle and Dortmund.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Every match in that fixture is like a W match to watch.
Yeah. I think United's group is tough.
Yeah, Bayern, United, and
Galatasaray.
Yeah, Galatasaray and Copenhagen.
Play them in their home. It's gonna be crazy for United.
What do you think, Daggy?
They going 2 for them.
Hey,
We'll show you Brexit, you fuck. Roy Keane's gonna be proud.
Arsenal, they got Sevilla, PSV, and Lens. Lens is where? Where's Lens? France. Okay, Lens. Okay.
They're gonna get dog. They're gonna go dog walk. That entire group is getting dog. Oh man.
Yeah.
That entire
Arsenal
group
should be first, no question about it.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, Sevilla was because on the groups I had Sevilla number 1 because they won.
Sevilla's fucking trash in there.
Yeah.
Sevilla's
They
trash.
just want to get third so they could go Europa.
Yeah, no, Sevilla's
Get
trash.
money from Europa.
Yeah.
It's
You think PSV will beat them out or not?
Yeah, I think Arsenal first, PSV second, Sevilla third. They're aiming for third anyway, so that's their routine. They get third, go to Europa, win, come back third, win.
I like Napoli's group too. There.
Yeah, them Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. Union Berlin's actually been pretty good last year. They had a great season. Yeah.
No,
So
that's a pretty decent group.
I can see Union Berlin, Napoli, and Real Madrid like fighting for that for sure.
Yeah, I mean Union Berlin is third. Let's not joke around.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Madrid definitely first.
But
Napoli.
no, that Madrid against Napoli. What a
Napoli
game
have
to
been
watch.
stinking this season.
But what a game! Just wait. Just give him some time.
Sure?
Just give him
Because
some
they
time.
lost their manager.
I know. But just give him some time.
And Kvaratskhelia, he's been a
Oh shoot, Real Sociedad. I
He's
didn't.
on
He's
fraud
getting back.
watch.
He's getting back.
You know he only has 0 goals and 2 assists since March.
He's
No.
been injured.
But still.
He's won the MVP as well. He won the MVP.
He's only had 2 assists since March.
Bro, this dude is.
He's on fraud watch.
What has Martinelli done?
That's 2 assists in 3 games.
Wait, I was asking that. When was Arsenal last time in the Champions League?
Yeah, I know, right? He's a,
But going into, I like Group D is pretty nice too. Actually, Benfica, Inter, RP Leipzig, and Real Sociedad.
That's you.
Really?
That's
You don't see Salzburg like doing any damage or not?
nah, that's
I mean,
Inter,
I'll say they're about the same bracket of teams, but it's stinky.
it's Inter and Benfica next round, right?
Not really, but
yeah.
yeah.
Obviously, City's freaking. Oh damn! It's gonna be a repeat of the round of 16, City versus Leipzig. RB Leipzig, City, Crvenia Zvezda, I think they're Ukrainian, and Young Boys. So yeah.
Pretty easy draw for both of those.
Yeah, that was easy. And then the last two that we were talking about, Barca and Porto. Barca, Porto, Shakhtar, and Antwerp.
Barca, Porto. Not Porto. Like, what's their struggle? That's what I mean.
No, I don't think so. I think they'll be fine.
Really? I think they'll make it, but they'll struggle.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
You know, going into Barca, actually, I want to talk about this. They've actually been doing really good this season.
Nah, I think today they're mediocre.
I didn't get to watch today's match, but
yeah, today they won, but there's nothing special about it.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta pull through. As long as you get the win.
It's a league win, you know what I mean? It's a league
It
win.
was just a red card penalty. They won 2-1. I don't know if it's a penalty, but
You see a spark in that club?
Again, it's the beginning of the season, man. Everyone's figuring their shit out, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's figuring their shit out.
Yeah.
But I think they were not smart to lose Ansu Fati, Dembele, and Abdi. They lost 3 wingers.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. You know, I was gonna go into. Do you guys watch international break or no?
I take a break.
It depends. If the game. Normally the games just aren't competitive. You know.
I feel like on the Europe side it's competitive.
No, but it's not. Like it depends. If it's friendlies, sometimes it's not competitive at all. Like,
I swear in Europe, like
England against like Lithuania or some shit.
Okay, that's different.
I'm smacking the shit out of them.
I'll take France versus Germany or something like that. France versus Spain.
But that's only if it's like Nations League or something.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But if it's something that's just friendlies, it don't matter, bro. That's just boring as shit. I'm gonna go watch something else. That's just boring.
I was gonna ask any teams you have on your radar. Do you feel like going into? I guess the beginning of the season, it could be. Yeah, I definitely watch AFCON qualifiers. You watch AFCON? You don't watch AFCON?
Qualifiers? My country.
Yeah. Haven't you, no?
No.
They play. Yeah, I gotta be the only person.
No, I'm sorry.
I swear I gotta be the only person.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, brother. Listen, their football is not up to date, bro. Let's
Ethiopia's football?
Not even half of Africa's football is just not up to date. Right?
It's not enjoyable for you.
I'm talking as a nigga that be watching half of these people and. Half of these men them, right? Half of these men them in fucking England sit back and pack 30 people inside of their box, right? But I'm talking like, it's just ugly watching Ethiopian games, bro. It's ugly. I'm talking like goalkeepers can't even dude, just watch it. I can't even enjoy looking at the fucking field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's just ugly, bro. Listen, respectfully, we need so much funding. We need a lot of funding, bro. Because it's just not appealing, bro.
But I feel like the thing is, compared to them, they have like European connections that we don't have.
Yeah.
All the African countries that are like really good have African like Senegal, Nigeria.
The problem is when you're watching like games like that are being played in Africa, you're watching the 11 versus 11, and then 22 versus the field. you get what I mean? Or the ball in the field. Bro, I've seen some movements and some tricks on an African field that you just can't do in Europe, bro. You get what I mean? And you can't even do them in Brazil either. So I'm telling you, bro. Like sometimes it's just crazy to watch, bro.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I feel like man, you've been blessed, bro, being Nigerian, bro. I swear I've always admired the Nigerian national team. I swear to God, even when I was younger and stuff.
Yeah, the countries that get proper support and proper funding, those games are enjoyable to watch.
Crazy take. Could you guys see an African team? Could you see an African team winning the World Cup or?
Possible.
Could you see an African team winning the World Cup?
Possible. It's not hard to win the World Cup. It's hard, but
what the? Dude, this guy's a hater on his own. Bro, Morocco just went to the semifinals last year, though.
For them to get to the semifinals, it might actually not be that
hard. And how did they have to play? How did they play?
They played European tiki-taka football.
That's how they played.
Morocco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
They popped the bus and won on penalties.
That's how they played?
I think you're telling me they didn't play... usual African countries play very physical football. And they have great up-top people. Like, that's how most African countries be successful. It's the truth.
Listen, big up to Morocco and all of their achievements last World Cup.
Right.
But they were not going to do anything had they gone into the next round. Okay?
You tell me what? If they beat France?
That's the final.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They're on the semifinals.
They wouldn't have done nothing had they gone into the next round. The final. They would have lost the final is what I'm saying. What are you talking about? They didn't lose in the final. They lost in the semifinal.
But I'm saying that's big ups. That's big ups.
Bro, I'm talking about, do you understand how many minutes they played? They were like the Croatian team. They were just drenched. Every single game they were playing into extra time.
Yeah.
They were drenched, bro. I'm just trying to tell you.
He has a point.
Look
They
back,
penalties.
bro. Look back at the games, bro. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
No, I know. When you said every time I agree with you,
The second 80th minute hit, they started playing hoof the ball up the field, bro, and just good luck. If they didn't have what's his name, El Nasri,
and that's
to dunk on motherfuckers, they would have been. Trust me, they wouldn't have gone out as far as they did. I'm just trying to be honest.
No, this honesty.
Big ups to them.
It's appreciated.
But sometimes you gotta hold your horses, brother. You can call.
So you're saying that you
can call a miracle, Brody. Iceland also went to the fucking quarterfinals of the Euros. You can call a miracle, but sometimes you can also call a spade, bruh. When Saudi's throwing billions into their facilities and into their league, they got a much better chance than we do. Just call it honestly. When USA is stealing Balogun from England, just the start. Trust me, we got a long ways to go, bruh. You can call a spade, but we can't just blindly call some stupid shit, bro. But
a lot of African countries, most of their players aren't from the nation. They're not from there. They're like us.
They got a long process. The government itself of each country has a long process before those players come back and play for them. It's that simple.
So your take is that Morocco's run was a fluke?
Not a
fluke.
What is this? I understand we trying to get clips and everything, but no, bro. It's not even about that. It's a miracle, bro.
Yeah,
it's not a fluke. It's a miracle. There's a difference between a fluke and a
miracle can happen. I'm saying the miracle can happen,
and they played well, bro. They played well.
So they were okay. Would you say they were better than Portugal?
Yes.
They're better than Portugal.
Yes, because they had a system. They played in a system the entire World Cup.
Right.
Portugal was mixing shit up before they got there, while they were there, and after.
So were they better than Croatia? Because they beat Croatia in the group stage.
Yes, I believe Croatia.
Because they lost in the third.
Croatia got that far through out of simple experience, right?
I could agree because
that Brazil game was crazy.
Yeah.
I watched that shit with my own eyes. I couldn't believe it.
That was crazy. Yeah, because Brazil should have won.
I couldn't believe it. I watched that shit with my own eyes. Brazil were the much better team on that day.
No, for sure.
And they should have fucking won.
Penalty shootout literally lost the.
And Croatia held their fucking nerve, and I think experience got them as far as they did. And then Morocco did their fucking duty, bro. They did their job, and they had a play style that they played to. El Nasri, no one touches him in the air. So why the fuck would you not hoof the ball up to him every single time? I get it. Play to your strength, and they did, and it got them that far. It didn't get them to the fucking finals. It didn't get them the fucking cup. Hold your horses. It got them that far. They were a quarterfinal team. Talking about, we gonna see the next one win? Come on, bro.
What's the next one? I'm saying.
No, I'm saying in the next, like in your lifetime, could you see an African country win? I think that's a legitimate question.
In my lifetime,
it's possible, but.
Yeah, this guy. Nah, but I don't know, like. I did feel like, bro, there's definitely growth in like African football, bro. There's
growth, but
like even from when I started watching football and now.
I want this to be posted just to see how the
for sure. This
is to see how the reaction.
This is general, yeah.
Because like sometimes it's just intriguing to see how people would respond to stuff, but at some points you have to just be realistic. We can dream. We can all hope. We can all dream. My team, if we were to ever make it to
the World Cup,
if we were to ever make it to the World Cup, right?
When we will make it? When?
I would watch that team and I would think that we could win that shit. But do you really think I'm going to buy tickets to go fly out there and watch them?
This guy's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, like to watch, because we're gonna get slaughtered. If Ethiopia ever makes it to the World Cup, we're gonna get slaughtered.
But bro, the fact that we're in it, I'm putting the funds, bro.
Personally, I don't know. You know what?
Imagine.
We're gonna have to clip that part out. That was gonna be a wild thing.
Bro. That was gonna be a wild thing. What are you talking about?
You see,
imagine you play France.
I don't think I would.
You buy a ticket, you play France.
Bro, the fact that Ethiopia ever plays France is a dream. The fact we're playing them, the game. I don't care if I win or lose. I don't care.
Yeah, you see, me. I have something called pride.
Huh?
I have something called pride.
That would never happen. We would not lose 8-0.
You think so?
We would lose 8-0. 8-0 is crazy.
You don't think we would lose 8-0
Germany
to
beat
France?
Brazil 7-1.
Dog, you don't think we would
lose? That was a
dog. You don't think we would lose to France?
What the hell are we doing? Why would I ever admit to the fact we lose 8-0? I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna.
No. You know San Marino. San Marino fans know that they're gonna lose every single game, right?
Yeah, they hope to score.
And they hope to score. That's the only thing they hope.
Well, I think we're much better than San Marino. Like, I think we're much better. If we did play San Marino, we win 5-0. 5-0. We don't like. We win 5. No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we would.
I think we have a lot. We're also a lot of countries, African countries too. They're putting a lot of their diaspora, their first generation kids that are from different European American countries on their national teams, which I think could really help us. Feel we have a lot of talent here. We have a lot of talent. I don't know. I think definitely Europe is.
Name an Abasha player that's killing it.
Yeah, just one.
So
I think Isaac quiet. He's not.
Isaac is Eritrean. And he wouldn't play for the Eritrean. I think if Isaac was Ethiopian, he would definitely try to play for us. 100%. 100% he would.
What's the difference between being Ethiopian and Eritrean?
Eritrea.
He's less national. He has less pride.
No.
What would you rather play for, Eritrea or Sweden? Let me think.
This guy's dang ruthless.
I'm just keeping it a stack, bro. Like, I'm just keeping it a stack, bro. Unless you know you're not making it into that team, if you actually got skill, you're not going to the African team.
But I don't think the national team is for you to get more spotlight globally. I feel like it's just to help your country. I feel like if you're really good in Europe, you don't need to
It depends.
George Weah played for Liberia. Liberia never did anything, but George Weah was still that guy when he went back to AC Milan, when he back to Europe. You know what I mean?
It depends on
That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't think a national team is a club is more important than a national team. That's for sure.
You have to understand. This is totally different from a fan's perspective.
It's a person.
I know as a fan, a player values his club more than.
I would love Ethiopia to win a World Cup, right? But I know how hard that is, right?
Yeah, I've never said it was easy.
But follow me.
Right.
We've seen Chelsea win 2 Champions Leagues, which is the pinnacle of what we can win.
Right.
Or I guess if you want to say the Club World Cup.
Yeah,
that's the top, but fuck it.
Played out here loud, man.
But we won that one too. But you get what I'm saying? Because we won those, it's more attainable. We're a better team, right?
We're structured to win it again. We're more structured to win it.
I'm more structured to club football, right? I have more. It's weird saying I have more love for club football, but you get what I'm saying?
But we watch it more. It's more often. Yeah.
I have more love for club football than I do for my own country's football. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe that is weird. Maybe that's because we're ass. You get what I'm saying? Maybe if my team was fucking good, I would love it more, right? But shit, I've been in America longer than I've been in Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? I still don't love America's team that much, even though I'm a fan of the American team. I still don't love them that much, and I don't love them more than Chelsea. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's levels to how my fandom works,
I get what you're trying to say.
and the World Cup and internationals is like the lowest. So for me, when you ask me things like, "Oh, is Morocco can Morocco win?" All the emotional
Not
stuff.
Morocco. I just said overall.
I know, but overall, when you say something like that, all the emotional stuff gets thrown out of my head, and I think tactically, I think personnel-wise, right? And I think about how well are they now, and how well do I think they can be in the future. You get what I'm saying? I look at it, no emotionals. No emotionals. You get me? We're not even talking about whether they're in their home country or not, because that could be totally different.
I think you have a point, because there's definitely a lot of team there are already the big clubs you kind of certified. I don't think Argentina will be in the same place they were this year for sure. I don't think that's gonna happen next World Cup. I think France, Brazil are definitely they're gonna be top tier. I think those are gonna be the 2 top tier nations.
Footballing countries, they always produce.
They'll produce, bro. Yeah.
Argentina produces, but it's not as often. It's not as often.
They don't.
They had 78, then they had Maradona, then they had Messi.
You have to understand.
But there's a big gap. There's a big gap.
This is the crazy part. Right? You have to understand. There's going to be a lot of players that played for Argentina, right? Okay. This is, I'm kind of guessing here.
Go ahead.
Right? But it's more like what's the word? When you're making a guess, but it has some fact to it, right? When you win a World Cup, right? More players will want to declare for your country, right? I'll give you an example. Alejandro Garnacho. I know he declared before, but he was born in Spain. You get what I mean? Spain has won a World Cup more recently than Argentina has. So you would think that their performance centers, their whole system and everything would be more in tune and more able to win a World Cup. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wouldn't be surprising if he was to declare for Spain instead of Argentina at the moment of the moment that he declared. You get what I mean?
I guess
Think about the amount of French players or the amount of players that are French related that declared to the France team after they won. You get what I'm saying? A lot of those players weren't even French. Olise, he was English. He declared for France. You get what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch more players that are like that. Mbappe himself, I know he declared before the World Cup, but still, he was a Cameroonian. But because they had some bullshit going on, he went to France. You get what I'm saying?
But he definitely tried Cameroon first.
They still won it in 2002. You get what I'm saying? So the more recently that you win, the more and more that the products of your country will want to declare for you. So the fact that Argentina just won the most recent one, the more and more like Argentines that are out in Europe right now, that were born in Europe, they'll want to declare for Argentina because they'll have, you feel me? They'll want to get on the back of that, on that win. Yeah. And with players like Enzo, with players like Lisandro Martinez, Romero, like they have a good core that they can build.
Young core
as well. They got a good core that they can build around and build it together.
No, that's for sure. No,
and again, this is just a guesstimate, bro.
This is an estimate because there are a lot of, I know there's a lot of like Italian, Argentinian people, or like players. So I know like they have the decision, but Italy's been like really shit for the last like. They haven't made it to the last 2 World Cups. That's crazy to think about it.
That's crazy.
Italy hasn't made it 2 or 3. Like no, they were in Brazil. They were in Brazil.
Yeah, they were in Brazil.
But they didn't go to Russia. They didn't go to Qatar. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. They have the third most World Cups.
Yeah, and but exactly, you get what I'm saying. And now it's only Italian players that are declaring for fucking Italy. There aren't really any. Obviously, there weren't always like a lot of fucking random people declaring.
Yeah, Mario Balotelli was like a few. You know what I mean?
You get what I mean?
Yeah. But anyways, boys, I guess this is the end of the pod for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, all that. The boys, we out.
Winning the PREM, huh?
Aye. Boom.